Aloha loves. I just wanted to give energy update real quick and touch up on past, present, future energies. So last year, I feel like it was all about really seeing things for what they were, seeing people for who they were, going into hermit mode, disconnecting from a lot of people. And this year now was all about fully taking accountability and responsibility for your thoughts, your words, your actions, and pointing the finger at oneself, knowing that everything stems from your mind. So next year, what I'm feeling for future energies is finally, even though we talked about this for a while now, but that was the preparation. They said you want your blessings, you want to reap what you've been sowing. You need to separate. You need to take accountability so you can transplant yourself, plant yourself, become grounded in whatever environment that is right for you in your authenticity after you came to a realization of who you are and who you surround yourself with. So I feel like big blessings are coming in next year, but I actually feel like it's going to be happening during the ending of this month. You may already be experiencing a lot of blessings right now, and it may not be in the form of the things that you really wanted, but it's just in the form of kindness. And that is the greatest blessing of it all, right? Like, just to be able to live this life of peacefulness and in harmony with the people around you. That's a real big gift right there. The gift of good health for some of you. Some of you have been experiencing health problems and it changed. But are you doing it differently? Or are you, I'm getting the vibe of you can't heal in the same environment in which you got sick, right? So we're learning that as well. So when it comes to planting yourself in new soil, yes. But next year is going to be really interesting. There's always been a heavy emphasis on 2024, but I don't want to get into that. I'm like, let's just focus on what is here now, right? But I feel like the kindness is going to be like really, it's going to be a real big deal for some of you, because some of you have been going through a really dark time. You have been, taking accountability, maybe even being in this sense of regret, possibly beating yourself up, feeling guilt. And it's like you're going to be meeting people that are just really kind, really soft and gentle with you. And it allows you to tap into that energies and be gentle with people around you, being gentle with self, People are also being really patient with you. Or if not, you're going to start to see it. And it's going to make you feel so good. Because I feel like there's this rush energy. Maybe it even stemmed from way back in the past, your childhood. You always had to rush. You always had to be on your feet. You always had to walk on eggshells. And this is a time where you can just really just cruise. Yeah, I'm hearing cruise control. It's cruise control season. It's cruise control season, all right? I feel the relief, because it's like this is something that we've been preparing for, but it wasn't happening, right? But we could slowly see these changes. And oh fuck, gotta put air in my tire. Check you guys' tires. Make sure everything's top shape, especially if you're gonna be in cruise control this season, right? Just like you would take care of your car, get maintenance on your car, take care of your body, your vessel, okay? Make sure you have enough water, you're eating enough foods, the right foods to fuel your body, because you're gonna need it. Yeah, right? Oh my gosh, even last year and this year, it was the season of stillness, right? It's enjoy the stillness now, because things are about to start picking up. You're going to start to get busy. Your schedule is going to be super busy. You're going to be fully booked. You're going to be traveling the world. You're not going to really have time for mundane things. Life is going to be extraordinary because you said so, because you're taking notice of just even the most simple, extraordinary blessings. And oh my God, it's amazing. Oh my gosh, it's full moon in Gemini today. I just realized that because I'm a little chatty. It's the full moon in Gemini today, y'all. So big shit, but I am hearing the vibes of aggression. So that's why Spirit really wants us to be cool and calm, cruise control, slow down, okay? And I'm hearing like, be kind and gentle to others. There might be some people around you that may be pushing some buttons, but just be kind and gentle, because remember, we're all going through something, right? We're all experiencing things that may be a little bit uncomfortable during this time. And let me just say, for others of you who have been watching what's going on here in Hawaii with the volcano, or you're watching channels and they're talking about it and they're not even fucking from here, just to let you know, we're absolutely safe. The lava is still all the way up by our mauna, our mountain. It's not by any communities. It is actually going near Pohakuloa Military Training Center, and we're really excited about that. But you know what's interesting is, I feel like this could be significant to this energy update. Is I'm like thinking a lot of us natives are excited, like, yeah, Pele, which is our volcano goddess, take out that military, whatever the fuck it is, them training and bombing our fucking land. We want them to take it out, right? Yeah, Pele coming true. If we can't do it, she will, right? Our ancestors gonna come true and wipe all that shit out. But it's like, we got to get to the root of the problem, because although she can go and take that shit out, then they're just gonna pick another spot. Like, that's how it is, right? They're just gonna skip to another place and go bomb on someone else's sacred lands. Yeah. So it's also about being mindful. Like, some things may be sacred to someone, but they have no strong significance to you, or vice versa, right? Maybe something's really sacred to you, and there's people around you that doesn't share that same connection, and they don't know about that sacredness. We had this guy, I don't know if any of you, I feel like I want to go back and forth, but we had this guy that went on top our mauna, which is our mama. It's the core, it's the heart. So they went on top our mauna and they made a video of them pissing on Mauna Kea, and then he showed the middle finger like he didn't give a fuck. And the natives were on that ass. Okay, we're coming from left, right, up, down, side to motherfucking side, letting him know that that's disrespectful. We call that shit pilau, nasty, dirty, and most of all, haole. No life force. You don't know about sacredness, right? So he did that, and he explained, he apologized, and he explained, like, I had no idea that this was sacred. I grew up in a household where we didn't talk about those kind of things. We didn't consider these kind of things sacred. We don't have that strong connection to the land, the love of the land, aloha aina. They don't know that. Yeah, not everybody knows that vibe. But it's up to us to teach them, and sometimes we gotta check them, but sometimes we can also teach them, just like how we teach our children, right? We be kind, we be gentle, because some people really don't know. And I know some of us were like, fuck that. If you don't know, then you don't know. You're getting cussed the fuck out, right? But we really got to be gentle with people, because they want to understand you. They want to understand where you're coming from. They want to feel that. They wish they had that. They wish they considered the sky, the trees, the birds, the bees, the mountains, the seas. They wish they considered it sacred. They wish they placed names upon them that they really could take to heart. So maybe you're teaching somebody about what is sacred to you, and really show your emotions when you speak of it, because A lot of the times we like to hold back our emotions, but it's the emotions that hit. It's the emotions that make them feel it. Right? It doesn't have to be anger. It's this passion, the fire. And it also makes me, why am I so fucking sensitive? I don't know, but I love it. It's the emotion. That's how I connect to people. Right? It's this feeling right here. And I'm hearing for somebody that's making a poem, a book, a song, bring that feeling to it. Okay? Because I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm preparing a song and I sang it. And each time I sing it now, I sing it differently each time. Like I was holding back. I don't know why I was holding back. Maybe the shyness, not being ready, but like I put my heart and my soul into it, and it hits different. And I know people are gonna feel it, and I just feel like it's fucking medicine. And I feel like the words that are coming out of your mouth, the works that you're doing, it's pure medicine, but it needs more heart. It needs that extra oomph. You got that vibe, you got that fire within you. And it's Sagittarius season, baby. So let's light that fire. Because then we're going to be popping right into Capricorn season. And it's going to be lit. It's my birthday coming up. My son's birthday is actually in 8 more days. I'm excited about that. Super excited about that. But my birthday is in like 20 days. And I'm like extremely excited. It didn't even dawn on me till yesterday or sometime. I'm like, oh damn, it's a bitch's birthday. So what was I saying? There's another thing. If any of you are born right in the middle of your father and your mother's birthday, you have a big mission. Okay? Like you're right in the middle of the both of them. So you share, and we all do, but there's something differently about those that are smack dab in the middle. Like in regards to breaking generational curses and bringing in generational wealth, okay? Let me just leave that at that. I also wanted to mention some of you may be connecting with a secret sibling. You may have just found out recently that you had a sibling. Maybe you're connecting with them more. And it was so weird because I was holding on to that energy. I didn't want to really share it. I wanted to let some of the downloads accumulate a little so I could share the message. Before I say that, Colorado is really significant in these times. What else did I get? The U.S. Navy veterans going to be really significant. So back to that. So I kept getting this download. I'm like, okay, secret sibling, connecting, blah, blah, blah. And then I get a call from my fucking dad's ex-baby mama, which they had their own little secret baby. My sister's 22 years old. She lives in Vegas or maybe Texas right now. I never did meet her in my life. Okay, I never did meet her. My name is Kyrie, and her name's Talia. But she ended up getting adopted. She ended up going into foster care. And her foster parents named her Kylie. So it's like, I'm Kyrie, and her name is Kylie. Like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. And I know that's so random. But I feel like you're going to share, like, a really strong similarity with your sibling that you're meeting. It could even be like, you know, meeting cousins, meeting your father's side of the family, your mother's side of the family, meeting new family members that you never did gather with. But I feel like you're going to be in this vibe of, where have you been all my life? Because I feel like that's not my vibe right now, as of now, but I feel like you'll be, so I have to mention this. When her mother called me the other night trying to get in touch with my dad, and it was late at night. I was just getting ready for bed. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I was smoking my last cigarette, and then my phone rang. I didn't know who the fuck it was, so I put it on mute. I let her say hello first, and then it was over. But you know, she was just really going through it, and she was, I just seen 333, beautiful. That could be significant for some of you. So she was going through it. She seemed a little bit intoxicated. She had a little daughter with her while she was talking to me, and you know, the part of me that was tired, the part of me that really doesn't give a fuck, I wanted to hang up the phone, but that's not who I am. I'm a light worker. I'm here to help. There's something about where when people get on the phone with me, just me listening to them, just being that person to listen, it just allows them to feel a little bit better. And I try my very best to be genuine, and I rebuke those feelings from me, those feelings of being irritated, being annoyed, and I welcomed in love. And the whole time I was on the phone with her, I was just blessing her. I wasn't blessing her. I was asking Divine to do that for her. Bless her baby, enter her heart, guard her mind, because she was struggling. And like I said, a part of me didn't give a fuck. I'm like, bitch, why are you still worried about this motherfucker? He ain't shit, Speaking of my dad, like, he just makes babies and he abandons them. Like, she was like trying to defend him, and I was letting her talk. I wasn't saying that he ain't shit. That's what I wanted to say. But I did it a little bit differently, and I shut my fucking mouth. And I just wanted to listen to her, because I understand where she's coming from. And some of you may be having to go through that. Somebody may call you and they're going to be talking about some shit you don't want to hear, talking about somebody you don't want to hear about. But just be that shoulder, okay? Because I feel like suicide is real, okay, guys? And I feel like you could save a life. I really feel like you could save a life. So just, if you can, if it's possible, be hospitable, welcoming. And I feel like I don't know, it's gonna do really good for someone. And it's so crazy because I think it was last month or some shit, I was talking about being really kind, because suicide is lit right now. Like, the most strongest people, the people that you think that have it all together, they're the ones that will fucking break down the hardest. Like, there's this page that I follow. I think it's Shiva Nova. She's a Inuit. She lives in Alaska, if I'm not mistaken. And she has so much followers, and she's so beautiful, and she's so connected to her ancestors. And she has a strong connection with her mother. But even her, like, she just shared that she tried to take her life. So just be mindful about that, all right, guys? Be that kind person, that kind shoulder. I love you all so very much. Good morning. Yes,